What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. I got a question for you. What is the difference between a good reseller and a scumbag reseller? Now, you know, the obvious answer would be, well, they jack their prices way up. Honestly, all resellers jack their prices up. Yes, the scumbag resellers jack them way up, but there's one easy way to figure out if they are a true scumbag, and that is, would they buy off of themselves? And I can tell you right now, there's quite a few that wouldn't. But you know what? Don't take my word for it. Just listen to one of them themselves saying so.
Who is buying your expensive games on Amazon?
Yeah, that is a good question. So
yeah.
I don't know specifically. Like I wouldn't buy something from me if I needed it because I'm cost sensitive. You know, I'm too cheap for that.
Now relax, Phoenix groupies. This video is not about him. In fact, this is about the hypocrisy of resellers. This is not a video targeting just him in particular. But I'm sure I'll still get some hate comments from the poke and choke supporters like, you're a commie. You live in your mom's basement. You need a new camera. It looks like you're recording from 1989. You don't understand capitalism. You're just jealous. Get a job. Get a clue. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't understand the free market, neckbeard. Although, I would be lying if I didn't say that those comments actually make me chuckle. I mean, I think they're hilarious. I don't know if these people are just trying to get under my skin or something, but, you know, stuff like that ain't gonna work. Obviously, they don't know my background. You know, you Phoenix groupies, diehards, relax. This isn't about Phoenix. I just threw that little clip in there because, you know, it was something said straight from the horse's mouth. So let's jump into the hypocrisy of this reseller in particular who's not Phoenix. So I am focusing on a guy that goes by the name of Commonwealth Flipper. I think that's what it is. He seems like he could be a nice guy, to be honest. So I'm not going to sit here and just bash him and call him a fucking asshole and shit like that. Maybe he is. I don't know. I haven't watched many of his videos. But this video in particular, this is where the hypocrisy comes in. He is talking about Goodwill jacking their prices up, and he's bitching about it, but he's a reseller. Here, let's take a listen real quick.
Okay, they still had a wall of VHS and cassette tapes and DVDs, and I would occasionally find stuff in there. The racks got smaller and smaller. They reduced how much stuff was in there. They had no golf clubs anymore. There's basically nothing. They put walls up now, the last time
Go
I went
somewhere
there,
else
I've seen
for
this
golf
for a
clubs.
while, of essentially stuff that looks like it came from right next door at the dollar store. And they've jacked the prices up more expensive than the dollar store. You know, I'm seeing shirts in there that we literally could go, 200 feet away to the Walmart, get the exact same shirt for less than they're charging for a used one in Goodwill. I mean, it's just gotten completely out of control. For picker video, it says...
All right, so we're going to pause it right there. Come on, man. It's Goodwill. And you're talking about Goodwill jacking their prices up to, oh, now they're $2.99. Oh, $4.99. Ooh, but that $4.99 shirt you'd probably turn around and sell for $25, $30. I don't want to hear about this shit about, oh, they're jacking the prices up. That's just, that right there is hypocrisy. He got a comment about pretty much what I just said. How are you complaining about this stuff and you turn around and jack these prices up? Take a listen to this. His response is just bullshit.
It's from No Regrets, I guess, is the person who sent it. I don't get why you just can't pay these people what they're asking. You flip them for so much more money than you pay for this stuff. That's just wrong. So that's a comment that I get all the time. And I've found that even some flippers out there, folks that do what we do, they don't like to haggle at all. But a lot of us do, and depending on where you're at, like if you're at this flea market, which is where this video was at, and you're not haggling, then something's not right, because it's hard to make money on some of these prices.
Because you gotta haggle, because that's the only way to be a non-scumbag reseller.
People make assumptions that I know what stuff's going to sell for, and a lot of it I do, let's just face it. But a lot of it I don't, and sometimes they're throw-ins, sometimes it's just kind of feeling it out a little bit, and you just don't know, and so you don't want to overpay. And sometimes in the past you have overpaid, or I have overpaid, and you've been burnt that way, so you don't want to make those same mistakes twice. You want to.
So instead, you want to get this shit cheap and burn your customers with your prices. That's pretty much what you're saying right there.
Have leeway and some give in there so that when you do have an item that's sat around forever, you can reduce it and still make money on that item. If you're buying even at 10 or 20% sometimes of the eventual selling price, that's where you want to be. You don't want to be at 50%. If you're buying something for $20 and selling it for $40, these people don't get the costs involved in it. And you're...
Yeah. It's okay. Most of his stuff that I have seen, I've never, except maybe 2 times, I've heard him say, well, this is free delivery. He always says the price of the shit and then says, plus shipping and handling. It's like, or plus shipping, I'm sorry. So it's like, get the fuck out of here.
Just not making much money for your time if you're doing that stuff, so.
Yeah, and buyers are the one that pay for that shipping, not you.
So I couldn't.
All right, so... yeah, I wanted to show you. I am using a profit margin calculator because he's going to say how much he paid for something and what he marked it up to. And I will give you the markup, which you can kind of see this one right now, plus the margin percentage. And I'm using this profit margin calculator. It's called Omni Profit. I don't know if you can even see that, but all you have to do is go to the site. And you can do this shit for yourself. So this is a little G.I. Joe Jeep, it looks like. Check this out.
Quite figure out what to do with this one, but I got it for $1 or $2. Sold it for $21.95. Out.
He got it for $1 or $2.
Sold it for $21.95.
$21.99. So yeah, I saved all this stuff. So the markup on that was 2,000%. Crazy, because that's pretty much what like diamond dealers do. Because I don't know if people know this, diamonds aren't worth as much as what you're paying in the store. Not even near it. I mean, they jack them things up like 1,000%. Just on this toy, he jacked it up 2,000%. So that was a 2,000% markup. And a margin of 95.24%. Crazy shit. Now let's go to the next item.
Bought this one at the monkey sale, if you remember that monkey sale where we got that monkey right there. And I believe it was $5. It might have been $10. I cannot remember for sure, but it sold for $60.
All right, so this product, he got 1,100% markup on it. Insane. You know, these aren't like crazy ass prices like what Phoenix does, where he finds something for $5 and sells it for $175. You know, these are like manageable prices. I'm just showing you how much they do mark it up. This is insane. This is an 1,100% markup and a margin of 91.67%. You know, this ain't gonna break anybody by no means. I'm not saying that, but regardless, you need to see this shit with your own eyes to see how much they are jacking these prices up. And this guy has the nerve to say something about Goodwill jacking their prices up. Goodwill ain't jacking their prices up this much.
What did I sell here? I sold a Levi's vintage size 48 denim jacket. I love picking these up, especially at yard sales when they're hanging on a rack for, $3-5, because these are always good sellers. Still good, $40.
700% markup there, and the margin of 87.5%. Get out of here with this shit.
It's not that much more, maybe $8 or $9 more in shipping than I charged. Plus, I'm selling it for $150, and I'm gonna make up that, and I only paid $2, so it's still gonna be around
$150. He paid $2 for it. That's a 7,400% markup and a margin of 98.67%. Jesus, How do people defend people like this?
$100 profit, if not more. It's actually going to be more than that. Gen 1 transformer. It is Jetfire. Y'all might recognize that. And you'll see there's some condition issues on it. Because if this thing was flawless, complete, everything was just beautiful on it,
then you'd really ass rape them.
This thing could go for a couple $100 easy. And it makes me a little sad that it's leaving. But for $94.05 plus shipping, I'm not too sad, considering I paid $1 for it.
That much money. He paid $1 for it. And he's charging the buyer shipping. So that is a 9,300% profit margin. Or markup, I'm sorry. Yeah, don't mix that up. 9,300% markup, and then a margin of 98.94%. That's just crazy for a little transformer that's worn out.
January 29, 2012. That one right there, I paid $1 for it. I had no idea that these were worth
$1. Remember that, $1.
So much money. I should have because of Rolex, and I didn't know they were numbered until I got them home, but I'm pretty happy. $39.95 plus shipping. Picker.
Yeah. $39 plus shipping. So the buyer has to pay for that too. So he's going to be paying over $40 easily for a $1 item, and that was a 3,800% markup and a 97.44% margin. Insane. All right, so I believe this next one is the last.
Check this out. Yeah. I don't know if I paid $5 total, $250 a piece. And I get in a car and I look them up. I'm like, holy moly, these things go for a lot of money. These things sold for $55.95 plus shipping. It is an Exter.
A wallet that holds credit cards. Ooh, $2.50 is what he paid for it. He charged pretty much $56. That is a 2,140% markup and a margin of 95.54%. Now, I get it, okay? You need to make a profit in order to be a successful businessman. I have nothing against that. But there is such thing as overcharging. And this is just as much as the buyer's fault as it is the seller's, in my opinion anyway. I think people are foolish for, especially after seeing, with their own eyes what the person paid for it. And then, oh yeah, he got that for $1. Yeah, I'll pay $60 for that. Get out of here. Now, I'm not saying $60 is going to break you. I'm not saying that's like expensive or anything like that. I'm saying that's a huge markup, though. That is a huge markup. And I don't need to hear anyone say, well, you don't understand how selling works. Actually, I do, because I have said in other videos, I run a no-kill animal farm. We have a lot of chickens and ducks and stuff. We sell eggs. And guess what? We make a profit on them. We sell them less than what stores sell them for. And a lot of these stores around our area anyway, they also own hatcheries. They get these eggs for free from these chickens, just like we do. We still sell them $1.50 less than what any store sells them for. We make plenty of money on eggs, so I don't see what the big deal is here. People will always defend these assholes when they sit there and overcharge, and I don't get it. Why would anyone defend anyone like this? It just makes no sense. Do people enjoy getting bent over like that? Because I don't. I mean, if you do, that's on you. I've said it before. That's on you. But man, stop defending assholes like this. It's just crazy. And I'm not saying him in particular, because I don't know if he's an asshole. Now, his business-wise, I think that's pretty asshole-ish. But him as a person, he might be a good guy. I have no idea. But this is just some scummy business antics. So let me know what you guys think of all of this. I thought it was pretty damn crazy. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next episode, game on, everybody.